You know, guys, I can come up with about a million different ways to say Vanguard is trash, Call of Duty nowadays is failing, Activision is horrible, Activision sucks. I could say those phrases a million different ways, and just about anybody can, but to me, the funniest part is not when we say it, but when Activision themselves say it and they prove us right. Now, this little piece of news actually came out a couple of weeks ago, and I purposely didn't talk about it because I had made a recent video about Call of Duty Vanguard being the worst Call of Duty ever, and the main premise of that video was that Activision's monthly active users dropped below 100 million, which is not very common for something to happen to Activision, but then we got another report just like the day after, and I didn't want to talk about it just yet because I kind of wanted the rants to simmer down just a little bit. I know that a lot of people think I hate on Activision and Call of Duty and Vanguard a little bit too much, so I purposely stayed under the radar for a couple of days at least. But I'm choosing to talk about it now because now that we're getting a lot of MW2 news, this is something that I hope to see changes, at least with the format within the game's lifecycle, especially since this is a 2-year lifecycle that we're gonna have. I just hope that the next game doesn't have these patterns because we saw how horribly Vanguard failed in many aspects, but one of the biggest L's for sure that Activision has ever taken as a company is anything that has to do with money. Now, we know Activision can survive a lot of things, alright? The monthly active users can drop and the gooch lickers will say, oh, it's not just Call of Duty games, it's Candy Crush and Crash Bandicoot, and they'll give all of these excuses, and then, you know, Bobby Cosby can get sued for harassing some people, quote unquote, in the workplace, and people will still defend him and still buy bundles and still feed him money. But I think this is actually one of their biggest L's ever, and luckily, it's something that directly affects Activision's pockets. Now, this came out from Charlie Intel a couple of weeks ago, and I'm so sorry again for reporting on this very late. I just wanted to chill on the rants a little bit. But Charlie Intel comes out and tweets, Vanguard and Warzone's in-game revenue between January 2022 through June 2022 was $466 million less than Black Ops Cold War and Warzone's in-game revenue between January 2021 through June 2021 per Activision full quarter results documents. Now, when I first read that number, I was baffled because I didn't think that was true, but then I started thinking about it because they say in-game revenue, so what that means to me is that it's probably referring to microtransactions, and there's a slight chance it possibly means if anybody was picking up copies between those dates. And if that's the case, then I can totally see this making sense because there's no way in hell that after people have searched up reviews of Vanguard that they go out and purchase this fucking game. I just don't see that happening. But then the bigger picture to me was the whole microtransaction aspect of it, because when you think about it, Vanguard has had so many bundles, so many like high tier bundles, so many overhyped bundles that a lot of people were really excited to get their hands on. A lot of collaborations and crossovers that, again, they made no sense to this game whatsoever. But what's interesting is they're including Warzone in this, so Warzone itself also isn't really performing all too well when it comes to microtransactions, is what my guess is. So much so that Activision is nearly missing out on $500 million worth of revenue because of Vanguard's and Warzone's reception. And that's something that I actually like hearing. That's an L for Activision, but that's gotta be a dub for the community. Now, the reason I'm relating this to Modern Warfare 2 is because I'm curious to see if Activision and Infinity Ward continue to push out all of these worthless, weird-ass bundles that make no sense at all, hoping that they'll get some extra money for it. Now, I'm sitting here saying that Activision's taken a fat-ass L for this, knowing good and well that they're about to catch one of the fattest dubs of all time, because we all know good and well that Modern Warfare 2 is about to sell like crazy. Personally, I'm predicting it'll sell more than MW 2019. There's a chance that doesn't happen, but if they do, they're breaking big records with that. The thing is, now that we've had the last 3 years of trash Call of Duties, starting with MW 2019, then Cold War, and Vanguard, and sprinkles of Warzone in between, I think a lot of people in the community are finally starting to realize that, hey, you know what? You know, the multiplayers really aren't that good like they used to be, and it's seems that Activision is kind of pushing out these bundles to make up for people not playing the game. And well, we know good and well now that the reason people aren't playing the multiplayers nowadays is because Well, the multiplayers suck, and they're not really catering to the community anymore. They're launching their games half-assed, they're not responding to bugs, they're not clearing bugs, they're ignoring the community's wishes for their own vision, and you know, people are finally starting to get sick of that. And so when the new bundle is pushed out, yeah, you'll get some gooch lickers out there that are gonna eat up anything Activision throws at them. Yeah, you're gonna get some kids that are gonna steal their mom's credit cards and they're gonna buy a bunch of shit. But I truly believe that the core audience, the OGs of COD, people who have been playing multiplayers, and good multiplayers at that, people who've been playing for years and years and years, prior to MW 2019, people like myself, we're not buying bundles. I haven't bought a single bundle in Vanguard. I haven't spent a single extra cent on Vanguard. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I had to spend another like $30 to get another physical copy of this game because I broke it and gave it to Activision at their front door. Other than that, I have spent no extra money on Vanguard. Not a battle pass, not a CDL skin, not a camo, and sure as fuck not any of these bundles. And you know what? You can sit there and say, oh, you're just a hater, you still make videos, you still play the game. Well, guess what? I am one of many, many, many people. There are thousands of other people that don't buy a single bundle. Now, is it because they're broke and they can't afford it? You know, that's something that I see in my comment section all the time. Let me just flex on a couple of taint eaters out there for just a quick second. My Terminator video that I put out a couple of weeks ago, that video has gotten me enough money to buy both of the bundles and more. And guess what? I still won't. So it's not a matter of being broke, it's a matter of the game sucking so fucking badly that we don't want to give this company extra money. And again, you might just chalk it up to me being a hater, whatever, but there are thousands of other people that agree with me. There are thousands of other people that simply won't buy extra shit, and that's totally fine. But the thing is, there's been so many more people this year doing that you see a $466 million decrease than last year. And the funniest thing is, there's more bundles in this game than the last two games, and there sure as hell is more crossovers enticing people to buy more bundles this year than any year we've ever had. Yet this game has generated a lot less revenue than years past. And for like the billionth time, let me just say it up front, the main reason is Vanguard fucking sucks. Warzone isn't doing too good either, but mainly Vanguard. This game is fucking trash. This game could have been much better, and that's what I'm hoping that MW2 doesn't do. If MW2 has a ton of bundles that make no sense at all, and they're coming out every couple of days, $20 each, all that's gonna tell me is, wow, a lot of people aren't buying this game, or the revenue isn't as good as they thought it would be. Otherwise, they wouldn't be pushing out this many bundles. And I might sound like a broken record, but again, I hope MW2 knocks it out of the park. I hope MW2 is not trash. I hope it doesn't suck. I hope it's actually good. I may put out a lot of commentaries and rants and discussion videos, but at the end of the day, I also like playing Call of Duty. If the game sucks, I'm not gonna wanna play or make videos. And those are two things that I highly, highly enjoy, despite the game not being as good as it should be. And especially with a game with a 2-year life cycle, I'm hoping that Activision doesn't need to resort to pushing out bundles. If the multiplayer is good, more people are gonna be like, you know what? I got extra money on me, I'll buy the bundle, fuck it. Yes, even myself, the scat master, I would buy a bundle. The truth is, these multiplayers have sucked so bad over the last 3 years that you're getting a consumer like myself who used to buy the map packs for $20 each every single time there's a map pack, back when you could buy supply drops, back when you could buy singular camos for like $5. I used to buy all of that shit. You have turned a consumer like myself into a consumer who literally does not want to buy a single bundle. I bought one bundle in Cold War, I bought a couple in Modern Warfare 2019, but in Vanguard that number is literally 0. And if I go into Modern Warfare 2 and that game sucks, then again, I'm spending 0 extra dollars on microtransactions and or bundles. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. Do you think MW2 is gonna follow the pattern of having a shit ton of bundles? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Toodles.
It's been a very long time since the weekend. It's been a very long time and I'm weak. It's been a very